Welcome back to a little R&R. I'm Reagan, and this is Brooke. We're getting better at this. We're recording a second week in a row at a fairly decent hour. We're doing great.
Yeah, I'm so proud of us.
I know, right? It's like, what is it? It's 6:45-ish on a Wednesday. It's July 3rd. Our new episode just came
Yes.
out, so you better go listen. It's a good one. And 4th of July is tomorrow, so our America themed episode that dropped today is just right on schedule.
Yeah, right on the money. And friends, I have pulled my mic way back so that I will not be just yelling at you.
Hilarious.
Oh,
So today's episode is going to be another topic toss episode. I know y'all are excited, but we're going to start with a little recap first before we get into our questions. And I wanted to go first if that's okay, because I'm real
that
excited.
actually is really perfect because I actually forgot to come up with something. So I'm going to think of it really quickly while you do that.
Perfect. Perfect. So, this week is, I mean, going pretty great so far. It's a short week. I took Friday off, so I didn't have to go to work. I had a 4-day weekend. Um, but mostly because Tuesday on the 2nd, I won Kenny Chesney tickets on the radio. And so Brooke and I are taking on Kenny Chesney on Saturday, and I
Whoop,
cannot
whoop.
wait. It's going to be so much fun. I have personally
I'm
never
so
seen him in
excited.
concert, but I know you have, haven't you?
I
Several
this is
times?
really well, okay, so dad, please don't be mad at me. But like we joke that my dad is like Kenny Chesney's like gay lover. I shouldn't say it like that, but it's just like he is
He
obsessed with
fanboys.
Kenny
He
Chesney.
fanboys over him.
Oh my gosh, like the biggest like seventh grade it was dad. It's almost like how Reagan and I were at the Jonas Brothers concert
Yeah.
in whatever you and Doug went with us. And you're like that version of us for Kenny
Yes.
Chesney.
Yes.
And so I have been to like every time he has been at Arrowhead. I don't think there's one that I have not gone to when since he's been like doing the stadium tours at Arrowhead.
That's so cool. So this will be my first one to go to it. I am so excited. I've been prepping by listening to all Kenny Chesney on my, like, as I'm working. I just have all Kenny Chesney playing in the background. And then, like, obviously I've done some Zach Brown and Megan Maroney too, because they're going to be playing also. But like mostly I've just hit it to like Kenny Chesney radio and just listened to all the
Yeah.
songs, because I
Well,
just
and
want to, like, I
also
know all of them, but like I want to know them all.
yeah, well, also, I did hear him say, and I don't know if you heard this, but that he is not doing She Thinks My Tractor Sexy, which I'm
I
so mad
heard that.
about because, like, that's your first one. Like, he doesn't realize that it's
Yeah.
people's first time doing that. And I understand the reasoning for it. It's been like he's done
It's,
it the last seven
yeah.
years. You got to switch it out for something like different. And I get that.
Yes.
But
So I
dang,
heard
man.
that too, but then I also looked up the set list from like the 26th or something, and it was like the last song that he played. So
So
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
if it
he's
was
teasing
specific to
people
okay. I was like, well, I wonder if
or
it was just specific to the Kansas City. Like he talked to the radio
oh,
station there,
yeah.
and then they were like, he was like, for this one, like I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
we're
do
not
that
doing it
because I
whatever.
know that I've done
Yeah.
it every time in Kansas City or whatever. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Well, I guess we'll be surprised on Saturday, so we'll find out if he does it.
Yes, and
But
when the sun goes down,
yeah, oh my
woo, girl,
gosh.
we're gonna be
Like in my head, I'm trying to think of like what type of picture I want to post and what song I'm going to use as the caption. And I have so far I have come up with nothing because I don't know. So it's going to be just going to be
I
up
know
in
what
the
it should
air.
be. I know what
Yeah.
it's gonna be for you.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All the pretty girls.
I see. I thought of that one too. And then I was like, but do I like that song or do I like when the sun goes down, things get hotter part too,
I think we could
Like
do when the sun goes down, it gets a little hotter. All the pretty
all the pretty
girls.
girls. Yes.
I
Or
can't remember the next line.
all the pretty girls say when the sun goes down, things get hotter.
Ooh,
So
yes.
we
Kenny,
have
if
this
you
on
need us to do
recording.
some marketing for you, you just go ahead and give us a call, pull us up on stage from section like 331 or whatever we
Yep, yep,
are.
we're up there. But shout out to Q104 because they hooked me up and I'm so excited. So it's going to be
I'm
a
gonna
great
let
time.
it slide that you are
Yes,
listening to Q104 and not my cousin on Cody on 106.5.
I understand. But other than that, that's pretty much it. What you got going on? How's your week been?
It has been pretty good. I can't really think of anything too big that stands out other than the fact that I invited myself to this concert with Reagan. I was like,
You got so excited. You're like, okay, I'm going.
I was like, yes, oh my gosh, we get to, and I was like, oh wait, what's Jake doing? I forgot you had a husband that we have to think about and consider. Oh, okay. Well, let me know like what he says and if I am in or not, because my dad basically for this one was like, we're going on the floor, and I know that I've
Right.
told you guys this, I'm 5'0", and I'm like, cool, great, that's not an option for me because I will not be able to see, and I'm not gonna like pay that much because then he was like,
Yeah.
we're going on
You're
the
also gonna pay
floor, come and like if you want to come, you pay your way there,
yourself.
right?
And
And
yeah,
I was
no,
like,
those are
what the
like
heck?
$300 tickets or more. And no.
I know,
I
right?
love some Kenny Chesney, and there are some concerts that I would love to see, but I am not willing to spend that kind of money to be packed like sardines in a small
Again, yeah, with
space.
the sardines. We're not
I
trying to
can't.
like we're just
And
at that age where we like can afford what we want to do for the most part. And
yeah, for the most part.
and like, why? No, it's not our own money. So,
Yeah.
yes.
Gotta be comfortable to make it worth the while.
So I'm hoping it's going to be
So
breezy and nice like the year that Tim
yeah.
McGraw and him were there and I was up top like that for
Yes.
that year. Oh, it was wonderful. It was amazing.
I don't think it's supposed to be super hot. I think it's supposed to be warm, but I don't think it's supposed to be like 90 something. I think it's supposed to be like 80 something. So I can handle that because I can plan an outfit that's breezy enough to handle that kind of heat.
Easy breezy cover girl.
Yes.
But also too, so then I'm just saying it now. Get ready because I can already see a little KC and KC episode
Oh
for
yeah,
after we do this, the
for
recap.
sure. That'll be just be the name of the next episode. We'll just put it out there now.
Yeah. I mean,
Under
we're
Coffee
okay.
Talk,
Good. We like that.
it's gonna be Casey and KC. So yeah, for sure.
Oh, wait. I have one more thing for my week.
Yeah. Oh yes,
I
yes. Your
went.
HTO, right? Did I say that right?
Yes, it's called
HTO.
HTO. So it's like HTEAO. So they just replaced it. Like they're not Coyote Ugly fans, clearly. And so they just went with their own, or maybe they are, and they went with their own version. But it is this little place in Rn'R, and it is amazing, you guys. I went there for the first time today, and I walked in, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the Costco of teas, like iced tea. I, I don't know that they have hot tea, but iced tea. They do have coffee as well. So I went this
Yeah,
morning, and I got their Texas chai iced tea. And
yeah.
it
Was it
was
good? Was
so
it great?
good. Like because you know how I am with the sweet tea if you listened
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the 4th of July episode. But like and it Brooke passed the Brooke sweet tea approval.
That's so
Okay.
cool.
And the sweet tea was so good that Christopher got the regular sweet tea and then I got that Texas chai one. And then this afternoon, like right before we went to record this, I said, Reagan, we're gonna be a little late. And I know
I
you're
gotta
shocked,
go.
but I have got to go back and I wanted to try and like the coffee, something of their coffee. And then they also have a secret menu, which I did take a little picture of the secret menu just because I was like, well, if anybody else is like looking at it while I'm in there, I like
Yeah,
have it and I'm ready to go.
yeah.
And they like tell you the combinations to mix together to make like the
Nice.
pink flamingo or the
Yeah,
cotton
that's
candy
so
or
cool.
so that's how you get those, by the way, after we were looking at their app.
Yeah.
And they do have a rewards program. They have an app. They have, you can earn points. And I think it's like I can't remember what she told me, but it was like every dollar you spend, you get 2 points or something.
Nice.
And so you can earn up to 50. I think they call it drips, earn 50 drips of like the iced tea.
Yeah.
Stripping. Okay. So
Nice.
it is like so clean, so nice. I mean, it's brand new, so of course it's clean and nice, but every single person that worked there was just super friendly. They kind of have like a younger I think everybody was like in underneath 20. I don't know. I feel old now in there working, but
Yep.
it was, I mean, just the whole experience. It was, and of course, Rip was like on the poster. So I was like, oh, hello,
You know
let
it's
me
good
go in
then.
here. Yes. And then it's like originated in Texas, I believe. I don't know the full backstory of it. I should do my research more. But it was a whole thing. I mean, we were like excited, and Chris is like, "Hey, I went back. I went back and I got a gallon, and I got a gallon. Oh, by the way, he got a gallon of sweet tea
Uh-huh.
and another 32-ounce like sweet tea thing, and
Uh-huh.
he spent $10.
No way. Okay,
I am not kidding.
that's amazing.
And this little one that's like normally would be I think like a 16-ounce
Hmm.
ish one.
Sure.
is was $5.38.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
And it is like, I'm a big Dutch Bros person.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. And it's an iced version, you guys. I got the iced version this time.
You're not letting it melt.
Well, no, because it's so good. And I'm like, well, maybe that's the trick. I need to get the
You need
coffees
something that you like.
and all of a sudden I just was like, from the Bronx, the coffees. I gotta go get the coffees, and it's gotta be strong. I don't know. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, sorry. So that's it. And then I will start with my question now. Starting off the topic toss question. My first question that I have for you, Reagan,
Oh boy.
is what meal did your family eat when you were younger that you've never eaten since you've grown up because you hated it so much, or you had it too much? Mine is because I had it too much. So I'll give you my answer first because I'm kind of springing this on you.
So I kind of have mine.
Oh, go ahead then.
I've got two, but one is what I did not like, and one is what I still will eat it. I just haven't.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, so the one that we grew up eating it, and I hated it eating it as a kid. So I don't eat it now. Couldn't even tell you how to make it now. And it's not like I didn't like the ingredients. It's just I don't know what it was about it, but it was a chicken broccoli braid. So it was crescent rolls, and then had chicken and broccoli, and I feel like there was rice in there, but maybe the broccoli just like crumbled, so it made it seem like rice. But then the crescent roll was put over it, and then it was baked. Something about, like, none of that sounds bad, because I like crescent rolls, I like broccoli, I like chicken. None of that's bad. But whatever we used on the chicken and broccoli mixture had a weird, like, tart flavor to it, like there was mustard or something in it, and it just was not good when it got hot. But we grew up eating that a lot, it seemed like. And I'm sure because it was cheap to put together, because that's maybe a $5-10 meal. You get a pack of chicken, some broccoli, and crescent rolls. Like, that's not expensive.
Like, did Blair or Doug or Sherry, like, they loved it, or like, why did this keep appearing?
We kept eating it, but I was just not a fan of it. I don't know. We eventually did stop eating it at some point, and I don't remember quite where that cutoff was, but it was definitely not my favorite. So, and maybe we complained enough that they finally said, fine, we won't make it anymore.
Okay, I have a follow-up question to this.
Yeah.
So if something was put in front of you that you did not like, I'm not eating this. Like, were you allowed to choose, like, would your mom be like, or dad be like, okay, well then you can eat cereal, or you can eat like a sandwich or something, or did you have to eat it?
I don't ever remember.
Did it depend on Sherry's mood?
Well, no, I don't ever remember being forced to eat anything as long as I had made like an honest attempt to try it.
Okay.
So if I legit tried it and was like, ooh, I don't like that. Something about it I don't like. There was somehow, some way we would either modify what was there. If something I didn't like could be taken out, okay, we'll take that out and you eat whatever's left. That's an option. Or there was an alternative. My mom could make a grilled cheese or, something else where there could have been an alternative, but it was rare that I didn't like something anyway. That was, so, it didn't happen on a regular basis to make it a problem. So we really didn't have to, that wasn't something we really worried about, but yeah, more or less it was just like, we'll modify what's here so you can eat what you do like of the meal, and then we'll just get rid of what you don't. So, but like,
see, and I feel like
an honest attempt to actually try it. It couldn't just be like, oh, I didn't like that. And you're like, well, you haven't tried it yet. So good try.
Right. So I feel like, because I was trying to think about like what my answer would be if you had asked me that question. And I think that, it was either like, okay, well, if you don't eat this, then you're going to start, like, this is what it is.
Well,
so
that may have been the threat, but I don't know that they would have followed through on it. It would have been like, okay, well, you do have to eat something, but we'll figure out how to make it work.
Because I was having a conversation with one of my good friends, when we were at the happy hour. So she was like, no, like, we had to sit there, like, she used to have like liver and onions or something, or like something, no matter how much they cried or how much they did something, like threw a fit, like they
Yeah.
had to eat it, and you did not get up from the table until
Yeah.
everything was done. Like, and that's how my grandparents are too, you know. So, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
Well, and
yeah, I
I
was just
think
curious.
also the part of that is I feel like maybe my dad was told that as a kid is like you're gonna eat it whether you like it or not. And so he was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
Right.
that to my
It's
kid.
either like
So
you either
yeah.
are your parents or you're like the total opposite.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I say my other meal that I would still probably eat today, I just haven't because I never think of it. We called it shit on a shingle, which sounds so weird. And I'm sure
Can I
somebody
guess
else,
what it is? Can I try to
sure,
guess what it is?
go for it.
Can you say the name of it one more? I'm sorry for the cussing, but can you say the name on it
It's
one more
called
time?
shit on a shingle.
Okay, I feel like a tortilla is involved.
No.
Oh, okay, just tell me then. I'm on the wrong
No, you're
track.
fine. You're fine. So it's a slice of bread and
Oh,
with a scoop of mashed potatoes on top, and then like
okay.
hamburger gravy. So crumbled up hamburger with gravy type situation
Okay.
on top of that, and you just eat it. And it
Like
it
you eat it with a
sounds
fork or do you put
yeah.
another like a sandwich? Okay.
No, you eat it with a fork. I mean, I guess you could make it a sandwich, but I think it'd be messy. But yeah,
Because
we
then
ate it
I was
with
thinking of the Friends, like the
oh
Thanksgiving,
the Thanksgiving
Monica's like
sandwich.
leftover sandwiches or
Yeah,
what? Yeah.
the with the moist maker in the middle.
Yes, the moist maker. Because the
But
gravy. So you had it.
yes,
You
the
were doing
gravy.
Friends things before you
I
even
was
loved
halfway
Friends.
there, halfway there. Just didn't have
Yes.
turkey on it, but it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's I we really liked it growing up. Again, probably more or less just a super cheap meal to throw together because
Right.
again, a loaf of bread, mashed potatoes, whether they were instant or real mashed potatoes, and then hamburger. Like super easy, super cheap. It worked. And if I ever think about it, I will make that and eat it now. I don't know if Jake will, because it's a weird combo. It's almost like Salisbury steak,
Oh
but
yeah.
crumbled crumbled meat instead of the little patties
Like
or
this, like
whatever.
yeah, like the
Yeah, but
little
same
yeah.
general gist of that. So I mean, I still do Salisbury steak and stuff too. So it works. It's just not not everybody is really they're intrigued whenever I say it's called shit on a shingle. They're like, what in the world is that? And I'm like, it's good. Don't worry. It sounds weird, but
Yes.
it's I promise.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like I basically have like a memory and then I'm gonna tell you which one I hate because
Okay.
this memory is so hilarious between Seth and I that so we had like a pretty long kitchen table and we had like,
Yeah.
you know, the king and queen chair, right? So it was
Yes.
like the heads of the table and then there was two on either side.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, because we have four in our family, and
You
so
had two
if
extra
my
chairs.
yes, so my dad would sit in the king chair, right? And then my mom would sit to the right of him on one of the sides. And then so then whoever like was the fourth person, it's almost like they're farther away and they don't
Yeah.
sit like right with everybody, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There would be we Seth and I every time that dinner would be ready, right? We would like it's almost like you know when you go to get in the car and you call shotgun,
Yeah.
okay? First
You
chair,
wanted the left you wanted the left side
first
seat.
chair. Yep, we would call it first chair. Whoever like would sit right across from my mom, and it was like a thing.
Hilarious.
And oh my gosh, Seth cried and cried sometimes when he would not get it, or I would just be
Yes.
pissed. I was thinking, this little shit, I'm just gonna get him. You know, like
You're sitting
oh,
there 30 minutes before dinner's ready because you don't want to not
oh
have
my
this.
gosh, there were a couple times when we did that. Like we were sitting there while my mom was making it. Like
Yeah. You're like, I'm
you
not
know,
moving. I'm right here.
yeah, because
That's
we had done
so
our
funny.
homework or whatever, and like I would just
Yeah.
like extend the homework
Uh-huh.
to
Well,
do
see, and
that.
that's funny because we had a round kitchen table,
Kitchen
dining
table. We
table. Yeah.
called it kitchen table, but because we didn't have a dining
Yeah.
room, it was just in our kitchen.
Right. Yeah. Well, so we had, I say assigned seats, but nobody ever deviated from where they sat. We always sat in the same spot. And still to this day, when we go to eat at their house, we all sit in the same spot.
But you
It
have
cracks
more
me up.
people now. You have
We
Jake.
do. We do. And
Well, yeah.
so my parents sit in the same spot and I sit in the same spot. We just kind of stick Jake between my sister and I. So we kind of just scoot around, but we're still in the
And you
general
meshed
same
him
area.
in.
This is where you go right here.
Okay.
So I just find that so funny that we always sat in the same spot every time, no matter
Yeah.
what. And if you
Okay,
sat
so
else, it's not weird.
yeah, right,
It was
and
like
that's why
I'm not in the right spot. This is
see,
not it.
Doug and Angel, all we had to do was get a round table,
It could have been easier. I
and
don't
then
know
we
if
wouldn't and then we wouldn't
it
be
works
so
though.
competitive. What'd you say?
You have your old kitchen at that house would not, I don't know if it
I
would have
know.
worked for a long table unless you
It
got an
wouldn't
oval
have.
table, which would have been the same situation, just rounded corners.
Yeah, I know. It really wouldn't
So
have. But
yeah,
I mean,
that would have been the solution. But yeah, I don't know that it would have fit in that spot.
and that's why Seth and I are so competitive probably still to this day. I mean, I'm just kidding. It
Hilarious.
clearly comes from my father. But um anyway, so okay. So then now for my answer to what meal did my family eat when I was younger that I've never
Yeah.
eaten since I've grown up because I hated it so much.
Yes.
My parents, like every other month, would be on a diet. And I swear, if I ever hear the words South Beach diet
Oh
again,
my gosh.
it like is like triggering almost.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Because we had now taco pasta I loved was my favorite. It was
Yes.
like they did it with the colored noodles, like so it was the
Yeah.
healthier
Yeah.
noodles,
The
and then
tricolored
it
whatever.
was yes, hamburger, like really super lean or whatever the healthy
Yeah.
version
The
of hamburger. Okay, I
lean
don't
hamburger.
cook.
Yeah.
I don't cook nothing. I cook cereal and ramen, so I don't know the terminology. Reagan helps me out with
I
that.
got you. I got you.
And so it was that, and then you added your toppings. So like um you could sprinkle cheese, sour cream, lettuce. You could crumple up some like Tostito chips in there,
Yeah.
and then the dressing because it's a taco pot like a I don't know
A
whatever the
pasta salad type
salsa or
thing.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was I think it was sour cream with salsa like combined that my mom
Yes.
mixed up and then poured over, right?
Yeah. I think so. I
Okay.
think I know what you're talking about.
Um so that one I loved. But for whatever reason, we had taco soup for like every freaking thing. I don't even remember like on Friday nights when we all used to hang out and they'd play softball and stuff. Like I think it
Hmm.
like kind of started there. And then it was like
Sure.
every single time we saw these people, we were eating taco soup. And I was like, oh my gosh. I just like I can't eat taco
Oh my
soup
gosh.
ever again.
That's funny. I say, and I love taco soup. I will make it probably once every winter. Like I don't usually make it more than once a year because Jake is not
Okay.
a super soup fan. Like he'll eat it, but
A
he wants
super soup
more a
fan.
super super soup fan. And so he'll eat it, but he wants more substance
Right.
than
Because it's like
broth.
not very, yeah, it's not, I mean, you do get full, but
Yeah,
it just doesn't
but
feel
it's
like
like
a meal.
yeah, so he wants more of like a stew type.
So like
Just
heavier. Be like
yes,
yeah,
very meaty, very thick, very hearty, you
lots of
know.
things happening.
Yes, all the things happening.
Yeah.
So taco soup is one of them. He usually eats because it's got a little bit more to it. It's not a soupy soup. we're,
Soupy soup.
we're going back with that.
And now I just keep thinking, Super Trooper, lights are gonna find me.
Hilarious. So I saw this as a Facebook post, and I was like, oh, this would be funny. So I need to write it down because I think it would be hilarious for us to answer. And it's so you're a burglar, but let me start that over. You're a burglar that only steals things that are slightly inconvenient for your victim. What are you stealing?
So I'm being hired to steal something for somebody else.
No, you're just a burglar. You're just stealing from people
Oh,
in
and like it
general.
would make their lives super inconvenient if I were to
Just
take this thing.
it's slightly inconvenient.
Oh, okay.
So like my answer would be the either I have a couple. Either take all the batteries out of everything so that none of their like TV remotes work, or loosen their light bulbs just enough to where when they flip the switch they don't turn on.
Oh my gosh, those are good.
So they would just literally be annoying. So just
The
little things like that would be just
so the thing that first came
inconvenient.
to my head
Yeah.
was the thing that the toilet paper roll is on.
Oh,
Like
the
I
little
would
holder
take
thing.
yeah, I would take it
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and maybe like set it on top so that it would look like they could still roll it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
But
so
not
that's
have
the
it. I like that.
yeah, so
Okay.
that's the first thing.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then I think, ooh, what would my next one be? Oh, Well, that one might take some time. I might get caught doing that. I was like signing them out of all their like streaming services.
That's a good one. That's
Because
a good
like who
one.
remembers like you have to really look up your
Oh yeah,
password
you
because like
really
it's
do.
been I mean, you
So
probably
long.
never sign out. I mean, you
Yeah,
know?
no, I don't. I definitely don't. So yeah, if I had to change my password, it's like, well, crap. I have that's a lot to remember to re-sign back in.
But that's almost not really stealing though. That's just like pranking them.
Well, see, and while mine's not stealing either, like the light bulb one is not really stealing,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
slightly
Okay.
inconvenient to where it's like annoying. It's like, what in the world? Like, oh, this is annoying. Like, what is this? Why does it keep happening? So
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. That's funny.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. So my next one that I want to do is you're offered $1,000 to sing an entire song word for word without any mistakes.
Oh,
What do you sing?
oh. See, here's the problem. I think I know the words to songs, and I will sing them with all the confidence, but they could be wrong, so I'd be screwed.
Oh, like me with the Cowgirls by Morgan Wallen the other day,
Yes,
when I thought for sure
yes,
it was 415 and the sun don't shine or something. I don't know what I
yep,
was singing.
nope. Yes. So the first one that comes to mind for me, I feel like I think I have 2
Okay.
that I think I could do. I'm not
Oh,
don't
by the
test
way,
me.
the national anthem does not count.
Yeah, oh, no. No, I don't I feel
Okay.
like I'd screw that up, so I'm not even I no. But don't test me on these. But I think I could do Fancy by Reba McEntire,
Okay.
and I think I could do, um oh, shoot, I can't what's it called? It's a Dixie Chicks song. Probably well, okay, there's a 3rd one then.
Landslide, Wide Open Spaces, Earl.
Uh, Goodbye Earl, could probably do that one, and then Some Days You Gotta Dance by those 2 by Dixie Chicks.
Oh, okay.
Or I guess they're just the Chicks now, but you know what I mean.
Oh,
I think
whatever the
those
hell.
3 songs I could probably again confidently say the wrong words, but I feel pretty good that I would get them right.
Okay, so I actually have 2 as well.
Yeah.
So mine now I actually probably have like a few more,
Yeah.
but let me tell you why I have a few more. Because remember when my Aunt Crystal wanted to be able to hear me sing and whatever, and I created a YouTube channel for her to listen, and I was like, "Ah, it's fine if other people hear it. I mean, it can't be
Yeah.
that terrible." I knew 3 chords on the guitar, and this started because my Aunt Crystal, I wanted her to be able to listen to me because she lived out of state, and I, like, would sing solos, all of I did, like, voice lessons and things like that, and so, I just wanted to be able to have her hear me, and that I couldn't send them, the videos were too long, so I just
Right.
started a YouTube channel. I think it was Six String Lover with 3 R's at the end. It was
Okay.
either 3 or 6 R's because, like, I
Sure.
had to do it something different because other people had that name. So, I was down in our office at the Princeton Heights house for, like,
Yeah.
ever, hours and hours after school, and I would sing into a highlighter with on YouTube pulled up with the lyric like, karaoke versions of these
Uh-huh.
songs, like, practicing,
Oh
right? Because
my
I thought I was
gosh.
gonna be the next American Idol. I'm telling
Well,
you right now.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And so, like, I would just so I have videos of these, right? And they're on there. And so Stay by Sugarland,
Okay. Yeah.
and that one I actually did a cappella on there. Like, you guys
Nice.
can fact check this, look it up. And don't listen. That was like when I was in high school, so I'm just saying I'm not terrible, but and then the other one that I could do was The House That Built Me by Miranda Lambert because that's the
Oh,
one I
yeah,
played
yeah.
on guitar. And
Yeah.
then like well and listen, I could have been a country music star. They only have 3 chords in every freaking song, so it's fine. But I was
I
like,
love
it's
it.
great.
Those
I'm
are
gonna
good
be
ones.
famous.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love it. That's great.
So okay, you go.
So this one, I already told you about it, but I think our
Oh, I
listeners need to
forgot.
hear it. Uh,
Okay.
I was gonna say, have you ever pulled a prank, or what was your best prank?
So oh gosh. So I have to be honest, like our parents weren't really like jokey prankster type. Like it just I don't know, it just wasn't really
Like
like ever
not
something we
until we
did.
got older.
Like it because I was like I had like a really fun childhood. Like we did joke and stuff, but
Yeah,
like it
yeah,
would be
yeah.
like jokes like like, oh my God, Dumbo's flying away, like with Seth's ears, like as he was, you know what I mean? Like just little things like that.
Yeah.
Or like, you're going to blow away in the wind, Brooke, eat a few cheeseburgers,
Yeah.
whatever, things like that. So
Yes.
I don't even know if people could actually make that out, but I said, you're going to blow away in the wind, Brooke. Like, you need to eat a few cheeseburgers. I think I just like spoke a different language there for half a second. But, man, okay, so, okay, give yours because
I guess the question is, have you pulled a prank before? And if you have you, like, is there a really good one that you've done? That's a better way to phrase it, I guess.
Man, I honestly, it would probably have been like more recently because Maintenance Mike is like the king of this. Like he loves messing with all of us, and like he likes to have me mess with the other guys, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And so they did it to Andrew, one of the other maintenance guys. I didn't physically do this, so I'm gonna stealing Mike's. So sorry, Mike. Sure. But they took, I think it was black trash bags, like the roll of black trash bags. And we have little golf carts. And so they like wrapped the black trash bags all around the golf cart so that like he couldn't like get in it.
You couldn't get it out.
Or out, like get in it or out of it. I think that was funny. Yeah. And so then he like cleared a hole to get in, and he like ripped a hole so that he could see, and then just drove around, like, because he was like, I'm not gonna let them, I'm not letting Mike get me on this. Like, I'll just drive around with it. So he sliced an opening with his knife, and then he like in the side, and then the hole in the front.
That's great. I love that.
Okay, what was your?
So yeah, no, we didn't really do pranks and stuff growing up because that wasn't a thing. But so I have to start from the beginning on how the idea came about, because then it will make a little bit more sense that it wasn't just a random idea. I wish I had thought of it because it's great, but I did not. So where I work, somebody had put little tiny plastic ducks. Like these are like tiny, smaller than a quarter plastic ducks.
Oh, I didn't realize they were that small.
Oh yeah, they're little. They're tiny.
Oh, that makes it even better.
Yes. So had hidden these around the office one day, and I had gone into the bathroom to go to the bathroom, and there was one sitting on the little toilet seat cover holder. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. And so I finished doing what I was doing, and I came out of the bathroom. Why I didn't notice them on the way in, but there were like 6 in the bathroom. So there was one on the little cabinet in the women's restroom at my work where you can store like tampons and stuff. So if you need stuff there, but there's a little basket on top that has pine cones in it. Well, there was one in the pine cones, and then there's a mirror in there. So there's one on top of the mirror. There's one on top of the paper towel dispenser, and they were just like all over. And I was like, what the heck is happening? So I collected them.
Were you like, what the duck?
Yes. What the duck is happening? No. But so I collected all of them. I was like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Well, then as I'm walking around, like I had already gone to my desk and hadn't realized I had like 3 on my desk. So somebody had placed them on my desk before I got there that morning. And then there was just like several others just like randomly placed throughout the office. I was like, what in the world's happening? So we were talking about it. One of the girls that I work with was working from home that day. It was a Tuesday. And so I texted her and said, oh my gosh, look at these. This is hilarious. And what's funny is I thought it was her that did it. Well,
yeah, because she did it. She was going to be off working from home.
So we had literally talked about it the day before on that Monday, that she hid tiny frogs in her husband's workshop that's on their property. And so that's why I thought it was her that did it, because she had just done this to her husband. She put, I think she said she hid 97 frogs.
Holy shnikes.
And she put one on his desk and said, good luck finding the rest, or whatever the phrase was. But she left a note with one frog and said, basically good luck. So I had sent her a picture. I said, LOL, that's funny. And she goes, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Did you find more? I said, yeah, I found a bunch more, and sent her all the pictures of where I found them. And she's like, oh, you should collect them all, do that. And I literally was like, this wasn't you that did this? She goes, no, I left before you yesterday and I'm not here today. Like, I'm not in the office today. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. I don't know. So we still really literally have no clue who did it in the office. But so that Wednesday we came in, and I was telling Laurel and Jenny and Lonnie and a couple other girls that were working with me, and we were all literally looking up where to buy these tiny little figurines and what you could get. And so,
well, wait a second.
Yeah,
Why didn't you just reuse them?
because there was only like 6.
Oh,
There
okay.
was
They
not a
didn't
ton.
do a ton. Like she had
Yeah,
done
no,
the
no, there.
90 or whatever. Okay.
Oh no, there was not very many. I think I have 6 on my. I put them on my little ledge at my desk so I could see
And
them.
you were like,
But
joke's on you because I
yeah,
love them.
they're mine. So, but yeah, so we were looking up where you could find these, how much it would be, how many you could get, whatever. Because Jenny was getting ready to go on vacation and she was gonna hide some with her kids, like prank her kids while they were on vacation at the condo they were staying at. And then
Jenny.
I was like, I texted Blair and I said, "Hey, I have an idea. Do
Oh.
you want to do this with me?" And she's like, "I am so in. I am so in. Yes." So I bought 200 ducks,
Oh.
60 stingrays, and
Oh.
50 turtles, like sea turtles.
Where did you buy these at?
Amazon. If you just type in mini, like mini animals or mini resin animals, something like that, you will get a just pages of
Oh
options.
my God.
And so, so yes, I had 200 ducks, 60 stingrays, and 50 turtles. So a total of 310 little tiny creatures to hide.
Is your
And
dad a stingray? Is your dad like stingray? Because I know Sherry loves the turtles.
my mom loves the turtles. The stingrays were just something different. I thought they were cute. And I was like, I
Okay.
need those. I like those. And then the ducks were, you got a lot for a little. I think I
Oh.
spent altogether like $30 for
Oh
all
my
of that.
gosh.
So yeah, I say it was not very expensive. And I was like, this will be so much fun. Well, my mom called and said, "Hey, Dad and I are going to Gulf Shores next week. Just wanted to let you know we're going to be gone, this date to this date." And I was like, "Okay, awesome. Like, why are you going?" They're like, "Oh, just to get away." Okay, that's fine. So I texted my sister right after I got on the phone. I said, "Hey, FYI, Mom and Dad are going to be gone. We need to move up the plan."
And that's the last time you will ever be made aware of when your parents are going out of town.
I know. And so she goes, "Excellent. So we'll figure out, when we can go, what day works best, whatever." And we were going to do it earlier in the week when they were gone because they left on a Saturday and we're coming back the following Saturday. So we were going to do it early, but then we're like, no, we don't want to give the cat a chance to like knock these out of place.
Oh, yeah.
So we went over the Friday before they got home and we had an absolute blast hiding these things. So
I can only imagine the laughter. You guys you 3 have the best laughs I've ever heard.
My gosh, we were just cackling the entire time because we're like, "Oh, they will never find this one. Never find that one. Nope, they'll never find that one. Oh, this one's going to be annoying." Like, oh my gosh, we're having a blast. It took us probably a good hour to
Okay,
hide
that
them
was
all.
gonna be my next question, was how long did it take?
It took a good amount of time, probably an hour and a half. We hid them, everywhere in the garage, in my dad's tools, in the car that they didn't
Oh,
take,
holy crap.
in the grocery bags, in the freezer, in the fridge, in the bowls, in the cabinet, like everywhere. Anywhere that we could think of, in all my dad's work gloves, in their shoes, like literally anywhere that we could think of, we were putting them. And so
How long ago was this, and did they find them all yet?
it was the second or third week of June that they
Okay,
did it.
so,
So it was
like,
pretty
over a
pretty
month,
recent.
almost a month.
About a month, yes.
Okay.
And so they came back on Father's Day. So that was the day we saw
Okay.
them. Um and so what just gets me every time is that the first thing that my parents did, the first one that they found were the ones that we hid in their grocery bags, like the reusable Aldi grocery bags.
Okay.
Why those were the first ones, I have no idea, but I guess they came home, decided to go grocery shopping, so they grabbed the grocery bags and took off.
Oh, okay.
So that was the first ones they found. And I guess one fell out when they moved the bag or whatever. And so immediately my mom texts my sister and says, "How many of these little creatures are we supposed to find?" And my sister's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean?"
Blair!
Little creatures. And so my mom was like, "No, you know what I'm talking about. How many are we supposed to find?" And she's like, I don't know what you mean. Like, I think you're making stuff up. So she FaceTimes her and she's like,
To see if she's lying?
Yeah, let me see your face. I know you're lying to me. She's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." Trying to play along. And she's like, "Oh, you're a terrible liar. I know you're lying." Da, 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 going on and on. Well, then my mom goes to my sister's roommate, Maddie, and says, "Oh, it had to be you and Maddie. Like, let me see Maddie's face so I can see her." And Maddie's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything."
Poor Maddie. She's like, literally hands up in surrender. Sherry, I don't know.
I didn't do it. And so, oh my gosh, it was just so funny. Well, then she thinks, "Oh, well, then it had to be Linda when Linda's the neighbor." because Linda's one of the only people that has access to the house, and she's the one that I told her she could go over and swim in the pool if she wanted, whatever. And so
Oh
Linda's like,
gosh.
nah, it wasn't me. I didn't do it either. Like, no. Well, then to my Uncle Scott, blames him, has him on FaceTime saying, "I know you did this. Like, you're a terrible liar." Like, how many of
And
these things
Scott has the same laugh as all of you. So I'm sure
I didn't do it. That is not me. And what also was funny is Scott he was telling his part of the story later. He said, "Yeah, I was getting questioned about this, and Sherry asked how many of these creatures I'm supposed to find, and Anna in the background says all of them."
So it was like he had done it. Anna like ratted him out. And like, oh my gosh.
So, and then while this is all going on, my sister's texting me saying, "Hey, you're in the clear. Mom doesn't suspect you. You're good. Like, everything's good." I was like, "Okay, great." Well, then eventually my mom does get to me, and she's like, "How many of these things are we supposed to find?" I said, "What are you talking about?" And so she turns the camera around and she says, "These things." I said, "Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Where did you get those?" And she's like, "You stop it. You're lying to me. I know you're lying." And so just going on and on and on. I tried to play along as long as I could, but I was just like, I can't hold out anymore. It was just too funny. So I was like, "Oh yeah, no, there's this many." And I said, "Yeah, there's 200 ducks." And my dad in the background, "There's 200 ducks in my house." Yes, there is.
200 ducks plus 30.
Yeah, and then plus these. Yeah. So, I mean, they're like, "Oh my gosh, there's that many, like, there's 310 or whatever." I said, "Well, actually, there's 309 of those and one frog because Lonnie at work swapped me a frog for a stingray." So there's actually one less stingray and a frog. So have fun. And so, yeah, they did find a good majority of them, I think, on that Saturday when they got home. And then a lot on Sunday when we got together for Father's Day and stuff. And
did you guys give them hints? Or were you like, did you say,
"Oh, by the time they found what they found," I was like, "I don't know where you found what you found. So I don't know. I can't help you."
It's like Easter egg hunts. You need to write down and you need to take like,
yeah. So I think I'd gone over that following Monday, and my mom at that point had made a list. She's like, "I have this many pink ducks, this many yellow, this many these stingrays, that, and had made like categorized them.
Like, oh
so
my gosh, like an Excel spreadsheet.
Well, written down, but yes, basically had them.
Oh
She's
my
like, "I know I
gosh.
have blue, green, red, all the colors and how many of each and all that." And at that point, I think they only had 35 to 40 left out of all of them. So I thought that was pretty impressive. So then at this point, I don't know if they found everything. I think they probably have, but I haven't checked in. But I did.
So Sharon Doug, let us know how the duck hunt is going.
Yes, if you've got them all. I did forget about one that I threw in the bag of almonds.
Oh.
And like I just threw it in there. I didn't think anything of it. My dad texted me last week and was like, "Hey, just an FYI, probably not the best hiding spot for something you just pop in your mouth." I was like, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry. That one was on me." Like after he said it, I remembered it was me. And I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about those. That was my bad. My bad."
And I will pay your dentist bill as much as I can.
And he sent me the gift from Hangover where he's like lost his front tooth and he's looking in the mirror. So he didn't lose any teeth, but it was not what he was expecting when he was trying to eat almonds.
I'm sure not.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. Like that was not intentional. Totally forgot about that one. My bad. My fault." But he was just like, God. "Yeah, next time, just a PSA for next time." So I was like, "Oh, there's gonna be a next time." Okay.
So they were like, to me, I would be like, this is like the fight till the death. I'm gonna stay up all night long. I would be like, "Christopher Robin, we are getting these ducks.
Have to find these things.
Get out of bed."
Originally, we thought, because like I said, my mom loves sea turtles. So the sea turtles, we left a couple out just in plain sight I think we left them on the stove or on the kitchen table, one of the two. We left them out where like she would see them.
Yeah.
We thought that would be the first ones she would see. So in our mind, she would look at it and be like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cute." And then like not think anything of it. And not think, "Oh, there's multiple hidden. I need to go find them." But because they found the ones in the grocery bags first, it kind of threw off the plan.
Well, and to be fair, you walked past how many on your desk and then went to the bathroom, into the stall, and then came out.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, they are, and they do hide in plain sight. Because they're so tiny, you're not looking for them. So, yeah. Well, and the ducks I got did glow in the dark, but I don't think I left them out in the light long enough for them to glow.
Oh, so you didn't like activate them?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But, oh my gosh, it was so fun though. Like, and I feel like it's a fairly harmless prank. It's not hurting anybody except for if you try to eat it. But other than
Prank
that, like,
responsibly to our
yes,
listeners.
exactly. So it was just fun because it's not gonna hurt anybody's feelings. It's not gonna harm anybody necessarily, and it was just fun to do. So it was.
Oh my
I don't know who
gosh.
I'll do it to next, but I definitely want to do it to somebody again because it was great.
I will hunt you down.
I don't have access to your house, so I can't.
Thank God. And what's really sad is we have Ring cameras everywhere, so you would be
I know.
ratted out.
Well, that's what we were saying too while we were hiding them. We're like, watch mom and dad have put cameras places, and we didn't know about it.
Oh my gosh.
We
Yeah.
already know.
Yeah.
But at this point,
That
they
would have
have
been
not.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We'd be like, dang it, we're busted before we even started.
That was
Do
a
we
good
want to
one,
do?
Regan.
Do we want to do one more each, or is that enough? Since I was long winded today.
Okay. This is a two-part question, but
Okay.
what did you want to be when you grew up? And what dream car did you want to be driving?
So that's funny that you have dream car because that was the one I was like, that's a short one. I could do that.
Oh
Uh,
shoot, I just jacked
yeah,
it.
you're fine. You're fine. I love it. So as a kid, like going up through probably at least through elementary school, if not a little bit in middle school, I wanted to be a professional soccer player.
Oh my gosh, that's not at all what I thought you were gonna just say because I had the chef in my head.
Oh yeah, no, I I really thought I was going places with soccer. Keep in mind,
You were
I've
so
never.
good.
I was decent, but I was not nearly as good as I thought I was.
Oh,
Like I was okay, but I was not. I there was no way. Like I am not fast by any means. I am very much a defender. Like do not make me run. Like it's just not going to happen. I am very much goalie or defender type situation here. I'm not a goal scorer, and I'm not quick. So don't give me the ball unless you want me just to bowl over the person that's coming at me. Like that's what I'm here for.
right.
I am the defense, and I will make sure the ball doesn't get to the goal. But I am not going to be taking the ball to the goal. That's just not me. I'm not a forward. Never have been. Nope, not happening. But yeah, after like in high school, obviously got a little more realistic because in high school you kind of have to, and what are you
Yeah.
going to go to college for? I wanted to have my own bakery for the longest time because I like to
Oh,
bake.
bakery, not chef. I
Yeah,
knew that. Sorry.
yeah, I love to bake, but then that also changed because I was like that requires me to get up at the butt crack of dawn to do things because
Ooh,
you have to
yeah.
have fresh made baked goods, early, and
And like
bakeries
things
always
have to
open at like,
rise and all the
yeah, and
things.
say bakeries open at like 7, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I like that too much. But then I still kind of kept it in the back of my mind through college because I didn't specifically know what I wanted to do, but I was like, oh, I'll just do business because I can own my own business. I can do a lot with that. So that's
Yeah.
what I went to college for, was business administration. So it could be anything. But then as I've again gotten older, more realistic, I am not a confrontational person. I don't handle confrontation well. I don't. No, thank you. So I was like, I don't know that I would be good at management. That's not
Yeah, but you can
not
own the business and have people run it.
true. But still, I was just like, I don't know how well that would work out for me
Right.
to
It just
deal
kind of
with
deterred you from it.
yeah, the angry customers, having to deal with people that complain and do all that and just like want to get their way and all that. So I was just like, maybe that's not my greatest option either. So technically, I'm using my degree because business management and administration is pretty generic, and I did have to take accounting classes, and I'm doing accounting-ish stuff at what I do now.
Okay.
And I don't know that I would have gotten the job that I have without the degree.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know that they would have hired me without that. Granted, I had a little bit of background prior, but at the same time, like I don't know that I would have gotten any of the jobs that I have, like had out
Without
of
your degree.
college without the degree that I have. So
Right.
yes, the degree is helpful, but it's not really in the field that I've studied. So
Yeah, but that's good. At
at
least
the
you
same
don't feel like
time,
it was like a waste of your money
it
or a
wasn't a
waste of
total
the
waste.
time.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, my dreams have definitely changed, and at this point, I don't have any like aspirations to do anything bigger. I like where I'm at. I like what I'm doing. I mean, I'm making decent money compared to what I was making when I was in school, so I can't
Yeah.
really be mad at anything that I have. So I don't mind it. But and then so dream car that I would be driving, I I want a Jeep Wrangler, 4-door Jeep Wrangler. Um, I don't really care about the year, newer ish probably, but it doesn't have to be like 2025. It doesn't have to be a brand spanking new one. And I'm not super picky about the color either, but I guess I kind of want to be a fun color though, because I've never had like a blue car. So like maybe a
Right.
cool like teal blue would be nice. Um, and then kind of, lifted and beefed up Jeep Wrangler is always been my dream car.
Okay. Um,
All right. What about you? Yeah.
my what I wanted to be when I grew up was a country music singer.
Yeah.
As I was younger in my early years.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in high school, I like literally thought I was going to go to school to be a teacher. I even did the program where I like
Oh, yeah,
student
yeah.
taught and I like was a
Yes, I
student
remember that.
teacher. I then it was I think in that year that I was a 5th grade student teacher. Okay.
Yes, I think I remember that.
I'm 5 foot tall.
You're the
And
same
the
size as them.
sass, yeah, same size as them. And the sass levels at that age, girl, I was like, oh, I don't think
You're gonna have a
no,
hard time holding your tongue.
yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. And guess what? I'm gonna sass you right back, kid.
Yeah, right,
And by the
exactly.
way, like, I definitely would be in jail if I was a teacher now because Seth's girlfriend is a teacher, and you should hear these stories. I mean, about these kids just
Oh my gosh.
hitting and everything else. Like they
Oh
like
yeah.
get her, they like injure her
Physical.
sometimes.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I mean, it's
No.
ridiculous. Teachers out there, you guys are
We
amazing. I don't
appreciate
know.
you more than anything because
Uh,
you put up with a lot of crap.
I don't even know
Yeah,
how you guys do it.
could
Yeah,
not.
like teachers and nurses, like literally the most
Yeah,
underpaid people I think in the world.
underappreciated people ever.
Oh my gosh. And then now, if I were to have like a dream job and career in this moment, I and I'm gonna make this happen one day, but I'm gonna write a book.
Yeah, I believe it.
I love to write, and I love like I even started one, and I have it. It's in a rough draft mode for about
Very
7
rough,
years
but that's
now.
okay. Hey, it's a
But
start at this point.
yes, yeah, it's okay. And then dream car, Range Rover, like all black, black,
Hmm.
and then pink, like kind of like Kylie Jenner's now. Like
Sure.
that would be. I literally saw that the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want that. I want everything pink on the
Well, all
inside,
of it.
seats, all the things, like even the insides of the doors and the
Yeah,
roof.
all the
Oh,
trim and all that stuff. Yeah, I got
yeah,
you.
and then the outside is just black, and then I think she might have had like a little pink, maybe something in her wheels, like on the like
Yeah.
behind the
Yep.
hubcap or whatever. I don't even know anything
The
about
rims.
cars, but the rims, yes.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so that would probably be mine.
Nice. I love it.
Okay, you
Love it.
go.
Love it. Let's see. Um, do you get anything out of the ordinary at Sonic, like for a drink, or are you pretty just a standard Diet Coke? Because I know you get Diet Coke.
I'm a basic bitch.
Yeah.
Um, mm, no, but
Did you ever deviate?
I did see the thing where you can like make it dirty now,
Yeah, yeah,
and you
yeah,
like add the sweet cream because they're trying to do the Dr. Pepper with the coconut,
yeah.
like the
It's the
stores.
sweet cream, coconut, and lime. I think is what makes it a dirty soda or whatever.
Yeah. So I really want to try that. I haven't. I think like I would say I did do Diet Coke with lime for a while, channeled
Mhm.
my inner Bosco and did that, and then yeah, I'm just kind of I am what I like
Pretty
what I
basic.
like and I
Yeah,
stick with it.
yeah,
Unless I like somebody's like forcing me to try it or like that the whatever you told me about the shark bait
yeah, yeah. Shark bite,
thing.
I
I
think.
want to try a shark bite. Okay, I want to try
Yeah,
that. Shark bait. Ooh ha ha.
yeah. That's funny.
Okay, so what about
I
you?
say for the most part, I mean, Dr. Pepper's my drink, so I will more than likely always do Dr. Pepper because that's what I do. But every once in a while, I will deviate and get just like a random Coke, like full on regular Coke. I don't know why,
Ooh, I can
but
deviate to that too
yeah, every
sometimes.
once in a while, sometimes I just want that extra like fizz, and
Yeah, or like
it's
something. It's like a little
something.
heavy. I don't know.
It's something, but yeah, so I'll do that. But that's not really anything special. But the drink that I did tell you about that was actually really good. It's called a shark bite. I saw it on Facebook, thought, I'm gonna try it. And it's an ocean water with vanilla, sweet cream, and then real strawberry fruit. So it's blue with the red in the middle, so it looks like a shark bite, if that makes sense. Looks like
Oh
blood in
my
water.
gosh. Yes. Okay. Okay.
So
Because I was trying to understand. I'm like,
I
okay, is
don't,
this
yeah,
like
you're
the
like, I don't
Fourth
know
of
what this is.
July thing? I don't know, like a red,
Yeah,
white, blue
no.
popsicle. I was trying to.
So I did try that and I actually really liked it. I was kind of surprised. I was like, I mean, I like all those flavors, but at the same time, I was like, do they go together? I'm always skeptical to buy a new drink like that because it's like if those
I know.
flavors
Because then
don't go
what if you
together,
hate it?
I say I just wasted $5 because the extra add-ins cost more. So
Yes.
I'm always hesitant to do that kind of stuff. But it was actually really good. So I was like, okay, I can definitely get that again, and it's something you can easily, make yourself or whatever on
Yeah.
the app or whatever. But also, it does cost more. So that was my other thing. It's like, yes, but that's going to be like an every once in a while thing. I'm not trying to spend $5 just on a Sonic drink.
Yeah.
That's for coffee at Starbucks and scooters and all that stuff, or
Soon
at
to be
our
HTO maybe.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So I was just like, yeah, that's an every once in a while thing. I'm not willing to spend that much money all the time. But yeah, it was really good.
Good.
All right.
Okay, is this our
Last
last one?
for you, yes, and then I'll do
Okay.
it after you're done.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with name a store that you and your parents shopped at that doesn't exist anymore. And it might not have to be like your parents, but like
Mhm.
typically mine was like from the age that like my parents had to take me.
Sure.
So that's why I am saying that.
My mind goes to
Oh, don't steal mine.
Sears,
Don't steal mine. Okay. Ooh, you didn't steal mine.
but I also have another one that it was Kmart, but then it changed to something else. It's where the at home store is
I
in the
know. What
apartment.
did it change to?
It was Kmart, but then it was something by Kmart or something like that when it was like
Yes. Let me look
purchased
that
and
up
then
real
they
quick.
rebranded.
Oh,
But
you're
those are
gonna
the
laugh.
yeah,
Sears.
Sears by Kmart.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. So I guess they're all together. Those are the stores that I think of though. That's hilarious. I love that.
Oh my gosh. And then somebody says, why did Kmart disappear?
Yeah, well, because Sears bought it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
there used to be a Sears in the Independence Mall that we would go to, or we just go to the Independence Mall in general. But like,
Yeah.
we'd always go in through Sears, and
Like, yeah,
you
back
know,
before when you wouldn't like maybe die there or something.
yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. So, but yeah, those are the stores that I always think of is Sears and Kmart.
Okay. So the
So
one, I'm glad you didn't steal mine because I wanted us to have something different. But so mine was, and I didn't go here very often because it was a little like semi out of the price range that my parents
sure,
like to spend for clothes because, well, a normal kid would have kept growing, but I kind of like stopped
stopped.
that. But limited two.
Oh, yeah, I was like, oh, she's gonna say limited too. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember that store too. That was a fun store. But yeah,
Yeah, but
it
again,
was a
it was
little
one of those where you
it
had
was kind
birthday
of a
money or whatever.
boutique type
Yeah.
store that you really had to have the money to go in there and spend.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Yes.
that was a fun store to go in. That, and I'm thinking of Libby Lou's also.
Oh yeah, Libby Lou's.
That you do
Yes.
birthday parties and get dressed up and they do your makeup and your hair and
Oh,
all that stuff. That
oh
was
my
fun.
gosh. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I know I have pictures somewhere of a birthday party that I went to that I met dressed up in like a silver outfit
And
and
I feel like I
whatever.
was there. Was that I think I had a birthday there.
I don't think that's the same birthday I'm thinking of though.
Okay. Because I
I
feel
don't
like your
remember.
friend Monica was there or something.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna have to find the pictures.
Yeah,
I know they're
we gotta find
somewhere.
that out.
They will be posted once I find them.
Yes.
We'll have a throwback.
Yes.
Oh
A
my gosh.
little throwback.
Yes. It would be
Okay, what's your last one?
hilarious. Let's see. Do you have any phone games that you play? And how long have you been playing them if you do?
Okay, I am not a huge phone game person, and I'm not really one that like scrolls through either. And I have to be
Yeah,
honest, I literally like clear the notifications and like I do things every so often, but it's more to
sure.
like I do it every so often. But I do have I was a big Words with Friends person with my grandma Romai for a while.
Hmm.
And then it's not really on my phone. I have to do this one on my iPad, but
Hmm.
the jigsaw puzzles.
Okay, nice.
I love the jigsaw puzzles on there. I was
That's awesome.
Sudoku for a little bit and the whatever that New York Times where you do the word of the day.
The Wordle.
Wordle, yeah.
Yeah, I
But
gotcha.
not.
Not anymore.
Or wait, what's the word one where you like word puzzle? It's like the word puzzles. Wordscapes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one I still do every now and then too.
Yep. Nice.
Okay, what about you?
Mine, mine. I have one that I've been playing for forever. It's called Homescapes, and
Oh,
it's like Candy Crush. So you match the three pieces or whatever, and collect whatever you need to collect. However, you get to decorate a mansion when you earn the stars from winning the levels. So
oh.
I have been playing this game for damn near 6 years.
Oh my gosh. I've never heard of
Yes,
this.
and I'm on like 11,000 something on levels. Hold on.
Holy
Uh,
crap, how many levels are there?
they just keep adding new ones as the game updates. I am on level 11,548.
Oh my gosh.
And
Ray.
yeah, this is the longest I've ever stuck with a game. And I have it down to such a routine that I know, like, you get daily prizes when you check in.
Uh-huh.
So I know what I will get on this day when I check in. Like tomorrow is I've hit a week, like I've hit the 7 days, so I get
Uh-huh.
an hour of free playtime.
Oh, do you
So
have to
not
pay to have this game in the first place or?
no, it's a free game to play. However, I have spent money on it. I don't normally spend money on games, but I have kind of more than I want to admit.
Oh,
But
they gotcha.
fine. They did. They did. So, but and then I have one other one that I just recently, I say recently, it's within the last couple of months, have started playing called Travel Town. And it's a merge game. So you have
Oh,
like little, hold on. Like let's see my example here. Oh my gosh. Maybe. There we go. Go away. So there's like little pies and little things like these
okay.
little like cookies and muffins and whatever, and then little cakes and stuff. So you like if they're the same, you merge them to create the next thing, and then you
Oh,
have to merge more to create more, and you just keep going
okay.
until yeah. So I have that, and that one I've been playing, like I said, probably just a couple of months, but it's still a fun one that I like to play every once in a while. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Well, is that all that we have for the
I
people
think that's
today?
I think that's all we have because otherwise I think we're gonna bore them to death.
I know, right?
'Cause we were a little long winded today, which is fine. We warned them ahead of time that we would be a good hour on a topic toss. So
Yeah, that's true. And this
I
is, yeah.
mean, they were forewarned.
Listen, just let it play. You don't even have to listen. Just as long as it gets that play for us, we're fine.
Exactly. At this point, someday you would tune in and be like, "Oh, that was actually funny. That was a good thing to listen to."
Yeah, right? I mean, listen, and if it's bad, we don't want to hear about it, really. Just only
No,
love us, okay? That's all we
exactly.
ask.
Only 5 stars. Only all the love. Only positive comments and likes and all the good things.
And by the way, if you're trying to like comment on something, you can't comment on Apple or Spotify. And we know that we are talking about when we say comment, like if we go and do like our, whenever we post and are like, hey, we're, don't forget about our episode release or whatever, anything that you want, like have feedback on, or we ask to comment on, it would go there on our Facebook post or
Yeah,
Instagram
Instagram,
post.
Facebook, whatever. And it can be on,
Yes.
I mean, you can comment on whatever post you want. It doesn't have to be the
Yeah,
most
we'll find
if
it.
you
We'll read it.
if you yeah, it will get notified that you left a comment or whatever or like something. So, yeah, but we love all the love. So, only good
Yes.
thing.
Or just email us. That would be the best
Yeah,
bet
do that
at
too.
a little rnrpod at gmail.com. And we will take all your ideas and all the things, but do not forget to like, share, follow, subscribe, all the things social media related. And we are going to just close this out, I guess. So
Yep.
we will see you next week for a little R&R.
Bye.
Bye.